That's good advice, yeah. He's right, because Hanss Lin's behind him and he is very fast. Let's hear from the man from Chinese Taipei. Hoping that would help him out, and he lost out on the sprint race, but he was having a good race to them, so watch out for Adelaide Fong. Now this is going to be very interesting. Standing start in the wet, all wet tyres. Out go the lights and away we go. On board with Hanss Lin as he tries to sign his way through the pack. He's already made up one place, two places, and he's not under the bridge yet, three. And look at it, start from Hanss Lin, an awesome start from him. Let's hope he holds it all together. Boy, it's not easy to see from the onboard, the conditions are atrocious. Literally having to guide himself from the brake lights by the men in front, and he's already alongside Ahmad Ibrahim and passed. Well, atrocious conditions, and as I said, 370 brake horsepower, and in these conditions you don't want to use a lot of that. And look at this, side by side, Ahmad Ibrahim and Hanss Lin. Can Lin hold on in there? Oh, the pair of them almost hit Chen in front of them. And they're both passed. Boy, they're not giving him any respect, are they? Real fight on between these two, and Hanss Lin really trying to make hay while the sun shines, or the opposite, the range comes down, I should say. And you can see how much he's having to just be careful with the power, not putting it on too quickly. Getting all the spray from the cars in front. Very good under braking. He's very confident, Hanss Lin, and as he said, if he can get a result, it'll be a good one. He's had a bit of bad luck. Expecting rain, and finally it came. Here's another look at Hanss Lin trying to get past Ahmad Ibrahim, the JK Tyre sponsored man. Hammer on. And look at this melee. Across the line, Winslow with the lead, and Partif Shureshwaran, the other Indian, is in second place, ahead of Ahmad Ibrahim. So the two Indians up there. Both these two, of course, trying to follow in the footsteps of the likes of Matt Halliday, New Zealand driver, now in A1, down at Chengdu, winner in GP2 recently. All trying to get into Formula One, and these are the closest cars they'll come to drive to Formula One. And if they can get and master these cars, then they can pretty much drive any car in the world. Winslow, Ibrahim and Shureshwaran, the top three. Partif having a good race, it's good to see. He's under pressure though, as you can see. Partif coming back to single-seater racing, having had a few years out. But as we saw from the flashback earlier, Partif has been around in Asian motorsport for a while and learnt his trade. So too Hanss Lin. So two of the most experienced drivers from Asia battling it out at the moment. Winslow ahead of them. And Winslow will have a chance to go for the championship lead if he holds on to that position. 1 point behind Ahmad Ibrahim. And there is your leaderboard. Man, we've been on board with it is Hanss Lin in fourth place, and there you see him. Hermanto behind his bit. Chen Ko. Adelaide Fong is 8th. Jeffrey Lee is in 9th position. And you have to take your hats off to them. They really are struggling out there. Puddles of water, literally, on the track, creating havoc. That just shows you how good these Michelin wet weather tyres are. Having the best of times when it comes to V6. Didn't join the championship till slightly late, and well, since he has, nothing really has gone right for him. Here's another look at Hanss Lin's start. And boy, did he really make a good start. He jinked straight away to the inside and made up one place there, two places, before he got to the bridge. And almost got in the way of the man in front of him, Kevin Chen, but just avoided him by going wide. There's the gap between Winslow and Ibrahim. James Winslow. Partif Shureshwaran has got this man, Hanss Lin, right behind him. Under the bridge they come, into the right-hander, third gear. Down to 95k through here, and Partif slightly wide. This could be a chance for Lin. Fourth gear, then down to third again for the left-hander. Back up to 130 kilometers per hour as they head down this small straight and then into this tight right-hander. Second gear through here. back up through the gears. Now, letting these engines have a little bit of time now. Fast left-hander here, and here comes Lin. If he made that stick, that is good work. And he has, you know. Hanss made that look easy, and he's gone up to third place in the podium position. So Hanss, who started right at the back, having gone off on the sprint race, is really making a great race of the grand race, and now is up to third place. Chengdu drops to fourth, Hanmanto fifth, and Chen is in sixth place. Because anybody who wins this championship, as Karun Chandok can attest to, can go on to bigger and better. And especially now in India, there's a lot of excitement. Big Indian sponsor, Vijay Mallya, has bought into the Spiker Formula One team and is hoping to make it an Indian team, or at least have some bearing on it. May not be all Indian drivers, but it will have significant backing and name of India behind it. So the likes of Aman Ibrahim are right in line for a drive for that. James Winslow, fastest lap, 132.1. Good lap too, especially in these conditions. The Englishman should know what he's doing in the wet. That's where they learn there. Welcome back, where conditions have got worse here, if anything, at Chengdu. James Winslow of Great Britain holding off Aman Ibrahim and Hanss in second and third place. And you can see as we go on board with Hanss just how bad the conditions are. And he's chasing down hard now on Aman Ibrahim in the closing stages of this one, the grand race. 30 laps in all. We ride with Hanss, look how close he's getting to the back of Aman. He comes alongside down the straight. Hardly see his board. Could this be the overtake into second? Past him. How does that make Hanss going? Very quickly. Oh, you can see how he's listening to the engine, just how little power he's using. That 370 brake horsepower engine behind him. Aman Ibrahim may be the fastest man out there, but he's lost the place. Puddles, look at that. And Hanmanto, with what sounds terminal, for the Indonesian, is in the pits. Aman Ibrahim following in the footsteps of his father, Akbar, who's on the pit wall. Hanss now in second place. Can Aman make one more challenge? I don't think he's close enough. Time running out. And the way Hanss has driven, I don't want to take second place away from him. He deserves it on a day like today. And we really are seeing just how good these guys are. This is the worst conditions they will drive in. Not dissimilar to the Formula One conditions of Fuji. Closest thing to Formula One, they have to have a Class B international license, remember, and it's paddles and carbon brakes. So it really is the closest thing they'll get. And on the final lap now. And he just put in the fastest lap. Boy, that's impressive. 1:31.9 in these conditions is excellent. So the Chengdu circuit, well anticipated for a long time. No one really knew what they were getting into. They only finished the circuit just before the race weekend, but it's turned out to be a cracking place to come. On board with Hanss again. Through the puddles he goes, but James Winslow's going to take a famous second victory, 2 in a row for the Englishman, and then he will lead the championship. Merit is so successful. Here comes Hanss to take the checkered flag. Champ Motorsports with another good podium. And he's here to stay, and he's here to win. Peter Thompson up on the podium, another prize for him. Let's go down to the press conference now.
Anyways, it's a good race, and thanks to my team, Super Champ, and my sponsor, Chinese Petroleum and Taiwan Taiju Hut.
So once again, a brilliant weekend for James Winslow. We said it was coming, that win. Been on the podium, missed the first 2 races, but now he's leading the championship. Aman Ibrahim can only shrug his shoulders at what might have been. He lost it in the sprint race, and that's what changed the weekend. What will happen at Autopolis in Japan? That's where rounds 9 and 10 are. Should be another good race between the V6 ages. We'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.
ようこそ日本ようこそオートポリスへ